See one. A, B, C, B positive numbers. A is positive, B is positive, C is positive. The following system of equations in x, y, z. So I will do one thing. These are x square by a square like that. So I will put x square by a square is equal to, I will name it as alpha. Y square by b square is equal to beta. And z square by c square is equal to gamma. Then rewrite the equations. Alpha plus beta minus gamma is equal to 1. Alpha minus beta plus gamma is equal to 1. Minus alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 1. So we have to discuss about this. So consider the augmented matrix. So 1, 1, minus 1, 1. 1 minus 1, 1, 1. Minus 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is augmented matrix. And convert this into echelon form. So 1, 1 minus 1, 1. R2 minus R1, 0. This is minus 2. This is 2. And that is 0. And R3 plus R1. Because this is minus 1, this is plus 1. 0, 2, and 0, 2. So what are the operations I have used here? R2 implies R2 minus R1. R3 implies R3 plus R1. So what next? And it is enough if you make this 0. So how to make that 0? 1, 1 minus 1, 1. 0 minus 2, 2, 0. And see this one? If you add these two equations, this becomes 0. That is 2, 2. Okay? And you can simplify this also. Divide this row with 2 and this also with 2. So 1, 1 minus 1, 1. 0 minus 1, 1, 0. 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay? And you expand this. You expand this. So this is 0 into alpha plus 0 into beta plus 0 in 1 into gamma. So gamma is equal to 1. And see this one, 0 into alpha minus 1 into beta. Minus beta plus 1 into gamma is equal to 0. Therefore, gamma is equal to beta. That is equal to 1 because gamma is equal to 1. So gamma is equal to 1 and beta is equal to 1. And see this one, alpha plus beta minus gamma is equal to 1. And already beta, gamma are 1, this is cancelled. So alpha is equal to 1. So alpha is 1, beta is 1, gamma is 1. What is actually alpha? X square by a square is equal to 1. So x square is equal to a square. So x is equal to plus or minus a. Similarly, y is equal to plus or minus b. Similarly, z is equal to plus or minus c. So how many solutions you got? For x there are 2. For each there exists 2 here. For each there exists 2 here. So totally 2 2s 4, 4 2s 8 solutions are there. Suppose one solution set is a, b, c. Another one is a, b minus c. A minus b, c. A minus b minus c, like that. 8 solution sets are there. So now see the question. What are the options? No solution, wrong. Unique solution, wrong. There are so many solutions, but infinitely wrong. So the answer is finitely many solutions. So you may mistake. Suppose you will get up to this or just up to this only. Sir, it is rank of A. It is in echelon form, sir. Rank of A is equal to 3 and rank of AB is also 3. Number of variables is also 3. So rank of A is equal, rank of AB is equal to 3. Therefore, the system will have unique solutions, sir. So why infinitely many solutions, sir? The system has 5 unique solutions for alpha, beta, gamma. But these are not alpha, beta, gamma. They are x square, y square, z square. So we'll get 8 solutions. That is finitely many solutions. Generally in linear equations, you won't get finitely many solutions case. Okay, you will get either a unique solution or infinitely many solutions. But because there are x square, y square like that, they are getting finitely many solutions. Okay. Please lower your hand and mute yourself. Divitra Reddy.
Sir, if they give condition like they are intersecting lines, then we have to take delta is equal to 0, sir.
For what question? For 3 intersecting lines?
Yes, sir.
For 3 lines concurrent. Whenever 3 lines are concurrent means they meet at a point. Then you have to take the x quotients, y quotients and constants. You will get a 3 by 3 determinant. That must be equal to 0. That is the condition for concurrency.
That quotient, sir?
Okay, I will write. Already I think I have written that. But once again I will write. See, a1x plus b1y is equal to c1. It is the equation of a straight line in 2-dimensional geometry. And a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. a3x plus b3y is equal to c3. So they are concurrent. Concurrent means meet at a point. If 2 straight lines meet at a point, we call it as intersecting lines. But if 3 or more lines meet at a point, they are called concurrent. Concurrent. If and only if. So what you can write? A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2. That implies C2 and A3, B3, C3 is equal to 0. Okay, David? So that is the condition. You remember that. These only equations of 2 variables. Akash.
Sir, for the previous question, we were getting 6 solutions, sir.
6
solution set.
What are those solutions? Can you give me those solutions?
Sir, plus minus A, plus minus B, plus minus C.
So what are the solutions? Can you give me the solutions? One solution set, can you give me?
Sir, plus minus A, sir.
Solution means you have to give one value of x, one value of y, one value of z. Those 3 together will give you one solution.
Yes, sir.
So give me one solution.
Sir, don't know.
So okay, suppose x plus y is equal to 2. Now give me one solution.
Sir, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1.
Yes, that is those 2 values together will give you one solution. Not simply x is equal to 1 is a root solution and y is equal to 1 is a solution. Those x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 put together give you one solution. Similarly, here one solution means you have to give one value of x, one value of y and one value of z. So give me.
Sir, A minus A. Yes.
A. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Another one.
Minus A, minus A, minus A.
A minus A. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Another one. A minus A. Another one. A minus A minus A. So all these are different solutions. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
If you take plus A in place of x, you are getting 4. Similarly, if you take minus A in place of x, Again you will get 4. So totally how many solutions?
Sir, 8.
8.
So then for Z,
Huh?
if we will take 4A.
Again these are the 8 solutions only, but in different order, that's all.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any more doubts? Raise your hands. That means you did all those problems. Vishnu.
Hello, sir.
Ah.
Sir, in previous problem, how do you get value of alpha, beta, and gamma?
Value of
Alpha, beta, and gamma.
Vishnu, speak aloud.
Sir, in previous question, how do you get value of alpha, beta, gamma? Sir, I understood up to the echelon form. From then I didn't understand.
Then why did you raise your hand? Then I raised it already. So again, once after getting into echelon form, so see, I think the equation, the last echelon form is like this, I think. 0, 0, 1, 1 and 0, 1, 1, 0, I think. So can you give me that last matrix, Vishnu?
Yes, sir. 1,
1, 1,
1,
1.
1, 1 minus 1. Sir.
Huh?
1, 1 minus 1, 1. First row.
1, 1, minus 1, 1. Okay, what is the second row?
0 minus 1, 1, 0.
0, minus 1, 1, 0. And this is the third row. Okay? Okay, Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, this is for X, this is for Y, this is for Z. Actually, we have written in the starting the augmented matrix using those equations only. And again, we write the equations. What are the equations? X into 1 plus Y. Actually, what is this augmented matrix is 1, 1, minus 1, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 into X, Y, Z is equal to 1, 0, 1. So those are the equations written in matrix form. And therefore, this into this will give you this. So those are the equations. So 1 into X plus 1 into Y minus Z is equal to 1. So these equations are written in skeleton form without writing X, Y, Z. This is called augmented matrix. And again I am writing back 0 into X minus Y plus Z is equal to 0. 0x plus 0y plus 1z is equal to 1. Of course, in this problem, alpha, beta, gamma. So you get alpha, beta, gamma. Gamma is equal to 1 like that. Okay, Vishnu?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Vishnu, okay na?
Okay, sir.
Right. And now, Varun, who is this? Divit Reddy.
Sir,
Divit
page
Reddy.
number, sir, page number 117, 59th question.
Page number 117, 50.
9, sir.
59. Okay. See, page number 117, 59th question. What are the equations? 3x plus my is equal to m. 2x minus 5y is equal to 20. Has a solution satisfying the conditions x greater than 0 and y greater than 0. So, if these two solutions x and y are positive, then what are the values of m? Okay, what is the range of m for which the solution values for x and y must be positive? Okay, and we'll do one thing. First, we eliminate one variable. X can be easily eliminated. Multiply this with 2, 6x plus 2my is equal to 2m. This with 3, 6x minus 15y is equal to 60. And subtract. So if you take y common, this is 2m plus 15 and this is 2m minus 60. Therefore, y is equal to 2 into m minus 30 by 2 into m plus 15 by 2. 2 can be cancelled. But what is the condition? Y is positive. Y is positive. Y means this expression is also positive. That is m minus 30 by m minus of minus 15 by 2 is positive. So this was discussed many times in trigonometry and equations chapters. So x minus alpha by x minus beta greater than 0 means x should not lie in between alpha and beta. That means either m less than this minus 15 by 2 or m greater than 30. So this is one possibility. And similarly do for y x now. You get x is equal to in terms of m, because x is positive, that expression must be positive. Again find the range of m and you have to take the common range, you will get this only. So that is the answer. See in the options. Okay. Okay, Divit. Varun Kumar.
Sir, page number 134, 14th question.
134.
14th question.
14th question. Fourteenth question. The number of 3 by 3 matrix is A, whose entries are either 0 or 1, for which the system has exactly two solutions. See, AX is equal to 1, 0, 0. Whatever may be this matrix, whatever may be that matrix, 3 by 3 matrix, this is a non-homogeneous system of equations. It has only three possibilities. One possibility is unique solution. Second possibility is infinitely many solutions. And third possibility is no solution. So it cannot have two solutions, three solutions, finitely many solutions like this. But the question is exactly two distinct solutions. So there is no such possibility. Therefore, the answer is 0. The number of such matrices is 0. Okay. Dinesh.
Sir, page number 150, 25 question, sir.
Page number
150.
150.
25 question, sir.
25th question, okay. And it is also two equations, two variables problem. Just only we discussed about that. Actually, Dinesh asked, Divit asked about that. The set of equations 2x minus 3y is equal to 4, 7x minus 2y is equal to 2, 9x minus 5y is equal to integral part of 48. So this system is consistent. What is meant by consistent? It has a common solution. If it has common solution, that means a solution which satisfies all these three conditions exist, then this is called consistent. Okay. Therefore, already we discussed about this. These represent straight lines. These three straight lines concurrent at a point, then only they have consistency. And therefore, they must be concurrent. That means determinant must be equal to 0. But actually without determinant, how to discuss about this? For example, consider these two straight lines. So to solve this, we get a point of intersection. See, I will do multiply this with 2. That is 4x minus 6y is equal to 8. Multiply this with 3. 21x minus 6y is equal to 6. Subtract, cancel. This is minus 17x. And what is this? 8 minus 6, 2. X is equal to minus 2 by 17. And substitute minus 2 by 17 here. And this is minus 4 by 17. Minus 3y is equal to 4. So 3y is equal to minus 4 by 17 minus 4. And that is 17 LCM minus 4 17s and minus 68, isn't it? Minus 68 minus 8 minus 72 by 17. And therefore y is equal to minus 3 will be cancelled. Minus 2 times 4 times minus 24 by 17. So x is equal to minus 2 by 17, y is equal to minus 24 by 17. Therefore, if at all the system is consistent means the solution of this also must be solution of this. Therefore, it should satisfy this equation. Therefore, 9 into minus 2, that is minus 18 by 17, minus 5 into minus of minus plus 5, 524 100, 120 by 70 is integral part of 4a. So this is the actual procedure. Okay, so integral part of 4a is equal to 120 minus 118 means 102 by 70. See, because it is integral part, it must be an integer. How many times? 6 times? Yes, 6 times. So integral part of 4a is equal to 6. We got this. So how to do this? Consider two equations. Solve those two equations. Definitely you will get a point. Because the system is consistent, this solution also solution of this equation. Substitute that point x and y here. So you will get the required value of k, a like that. So this is one method. But what we have done is, see, actually what we have done, without doing this, simply we have taken determinant. So what is the determinant? 2 minus 3, 4. 7 minus 2, 2. 9 minus 5, integral part of 4a. So if at all the three equations are consistent, this determinant must be equal to 0. So expand this. So expand along this row. You can expand along any row. 9 into, this is minus 6. This is plus 8, 2. Plus 5 into 4 minus 28 minus 24. See, those are the numbers we are getting here. Plus integral part of 4a into, and this one is minus 4 plus 21, that is 17 is equal to 0. Therefore, integral part of 4a is equal to, this is 18 minus 120 minus 102, it becomes 102 by 17, that is 6. And therefore, integral part of 4a is equal to what? 6. Now you tell me, if integral part of 4a is equal to 6, what may be the 4a value? It is not unique. Starting from 6, it may be 6. Suppose it is 6.1. Even then integral part is 6. 6.2, integral part is 6. 6.33, integral part is 6. Therefore, this 4a will be in between 6 and 7. For every number between 6 and 7, integral part is 6 only. And divide with a 4. So 6 by 4 less than or equal to a less than 7 by 4. So what is 6 by 4? That is 3 by 2. That is 1.5 less than or equal to a. And what is this 7 by 4? So 1.30 means 7 and something. Therefore, a should lie in between this. If a should lie in between this, finally the question is what is integral part of a? So for all these values, Integral part of A is 1 only. That is the answer. Varun,
Sir, 135, 36th question. 35, 36.
135, 36. Okay. 135, 36. Right. Let x, y, z be a non-zero solution of the equations x plus lambda y plus 2z is equal to 0, 2x plus lambda z is equal to 0, 2 lambda x minus 2y plus 3z is equal to 0. Then what is the value of x plus y minus z by y? What is the question? It has a non-zero solution. So whenever it has a non-zero solution, it will have definitely infinitely many solutions. See, this is a homogeneous system. Homogeneous system has only two possibilities. We don't have the possibility of no solution. So either unique solution or infinitely many solution. Unique solution means only zero solution. But in the given question, it is given that non-zero solution exists. Once a non-zero solution exists, it will have infinitely many solutions. For that, delta is 0. So take delta 1 lambda 2, 2 0 lambda, 2 lambda minus 2 3. So this is 0. And you have to expand this. So expand this 1 into 2 lambda minus lambda into 6 minus 2 lambda square plus 2 into minus 4 is equal to 0. And this becomes 2 lambda cube. And lambda terms minus 6 lambda plus 2 lambda minus 4 lambda plus 8, minus 8 is equal to 0. And this is a cubic equation, so you can cancel on 2 also. So lambda cube minus 2 lambda minus 4 is equal to 0. So by trial and error only you should get one root. So see easily, 1 is not a root, but 2 is a root. 8 minus 4 minus 4. So lambda is equal to 2 is a root. From that, get the remaining roots also. Synthetic division 1, 0, minus 2, minus 4. We get the remaining roots using synthetic division. So 2 is a root. Starting with 0 here, 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, 0. And therefore this is lambda square plus 2 lambda plus 2. If it is equal to 0, observe discriminant is b square minus 4ac less than 0. Therefore no real roots. So the only real value of lambda for which it has infinitely many solutions or non-zero solutions is lambda is equal to 2. Actually, some paper setters will ask up to this only. So for non-zero solution, what is the value of lambda? What is the value of real lambda? That is the question. So the answer is lambda is equal to 2. But the question is not that one here. So x plus y minus z by y. So x plus y minus z by y. That is the question. Now we will continue. First write up to this. So, what is the root? Lambda is equal to 2 is a root. And now substitute that here. X plus 2y plus 2z is equal to 0. 2x plus 2z is equal to 0. 4x minus 2y plus 3z is equal to 0. And now, because you are getting infinitely many solutions, you won't get unique value for x, y, z. But what is the question? X plus y minus z by y. That means we are going to get unique value for this. That means in the ratio variables will be cancelled, you will get unique value. So how to get that? See this equation. So 2 is cancelled and z is equal to minus x. See, z can be written as minus x. And also we will write y also in terms of x first. See this equation, x plus 2y minus 2x is equal to 0. So 2y is equal to x and y is equal to x by 2. See, every variable is written in terms of x. So this is equal to x. In place of y, x by 2. In place of z, minus x, minus of minus plus x. In place of y, x by 2. And simplify that. What is that? 4x plus x, 5x by 2 by x by 2. 5x by 2 by x by 2. 2 cancel, x cancel. So the answer is 5. Okay? Right. David, okay na?
Yes, sir. Sir, page number 144, 16th question.
Page number 144, 16th question. Okay. 16th question. See page number 144, 16th question. So given that A greater than B greater than C. System of equations AX plus BY plus CZ is equal to 0. BX plus CY plus AZ is equal to 0. CX plus AY plus BZ is equal to 0 has a non-trivial solution. So that means it contains infinitely many solutions. Then the roots of a t square plus bt plus c is equal to 0 are whether they are real roots, they are positive roots, opposite sign, imaginary. So that is the question. Okay. So infinitely many solution means the procedure is same. Delta must be equal to 0. So ABC, BCA, CAB is equal to 0. So expand this. A into BC minus A square. That is ABC minus AQ. Minus B into B square minus B cube. Minus AC into minus B plus ABC. Plus C into AB plus ABC. Minus C cube is equal to 0. So finally, I can write like this. A cube plus B cube plus C cube is equal to 3ABC. This is a very standard and important equation in algebra. So this implies I can write either A is equal to B is equal to C or A plus B plus C is equal to 0. But given that A greater than B greater than C, so this is not correct and this is the possibility. Therefore, A plus B plus C is equal to 0. And also given that A greater than B greater than C. Okay. And now the question is about opposite sign or positive. Definitely they are real, no doubt. Whenever inequality is discussing, so we won't discuss inequality in complex numbers. Whether I greater than 2i, whether I greater than minus I, we don't discuss. There is no order relation in complex numbers. Definitely these are real numbers. Okay, so ABC are real numbers. And what is that? What the next condition will get? Opposite sign or negative sign, same sign we have to discuss. Right, up to this, we will discuss here. Right. See here, A greater than B greater than C. Sum is 0. If sum is 0, whether all positive happens? No. If all are positive, if two are positive, one is 0, sum cannot be 0. Definitely one must be negative. At least one must be negative. Therefore, what is that negative number? In A greater than B greater than C, one is negative means definitely C must be negative. And after that, if C is negative, if AB also negative, sum cannot be 0 again. Therefore, one must be positive, at least one must be positive. If B is positive, A is also positive. Therefore, in any case, A must be positive. So, from these two conditions, what we can deduce is C is negative and A is positive. And consider this quadratic equation. What is the product of the roots? C by A. And C is negative, A is positive. Therefore, product of the roots is negative. If product of the roots is negative, what you can say? One is positive, one is negative. So they should be of opposite sign. But you may say, sir, whether they may be complex numbers. Okay, let us see the discriminant. Discriminant is equal to B square minus 4AC. Already A is negative, A is positive, C is negative means A is negative. So minus 4AC positive. Positive plus positive, definitely positive. Therefore, the roots are real. Not only that, one must be positive, one must be negative. So this is multiple correct answer type. First option real is correct, and second option of opposite sign is also correct.